and welcome to another inside look at the ASAP family. Today we're going to be talking about EVPs. Now, it's every investigator's dream to catch the holy grail of evidence, such as full-on apparitions, or things being picked up and thrown, things being moved. Everybody wants to catch those things. But in all honesty, our bread and butter comes from EVPs. EVPs, which stand for Electronic Voice Phenomenon, are intelligible voices found in recording media that have no known physical explanation. Many of the voices are thought to originate from deceased people. Now, EVPs are actually broken down into different classes. You have Class 1A, Class 1B, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, and 5. During this video, I'm going to give you an example of each class, 1A through 4, and we'll kind of discuss it further from there. Class 1A is an EVP that is clear, without distortion, and needs no amplification or enhancements to recognize words in the English lexicon. It is, however, not heard by an investigator at the time of the recording, either because no one was present or were present but not heard. So this would be an example of a 1A audio.
Did I see you as I walked up? Yes, Sophie. It's quite cool.
Class 1A is an EVP that an investigator doesn't hear on site, but we hear later when we're reviewing our audio. This is a perfect example of a 1A where you can understand clearly what is being said. Now listen to it one more time and tell me what you think is being said.
Did I see you as I walked up? Yes, Sophie. It's quite cool.
Now the first part was actually our investigator asking, did I see you when I walked up? And the second part is the response, which a lot of us have come to conclude that is saying, yeah, saw me. Class 1B is an EVP that fits the above description but has been heard audibly by the investigators when the recording was being made. Class 1B EVPs are actually heard by the investigator during the investigation. I have an example of one of those.
Are you checking us out? Okay, yeah. Did you just say yeah to us?
Okay.
Are you checking?
So the first part is actually the investigator asking, are you checking us out? And anytime we ask a question, we normally give a long pause before we continue with another question. That long pause is to give a chance for a response. And in this case, the investigator got a response which she audibly heard, which was something to the effect of, yes, he said yes, something to that effect. Check it out one more time.
Are you checking us out? Okay, yeah. Did you just say yeah to us?
And the actual third part of that actually kind of concludes that the investigator did actually hear what was said on site. Class 2 is an EVP recording that has an understandable message but has been altered or enhanced by investigators for clarification and to understand that message clearly. Now, a Class 2 EVP has to be modified in order for us to better understand it. This may be anything from amplification to noise reduction, anything we can do in order to better understand what EVP we're actually catching. This particular one, we've just turned it up a little bit so you could hear it better. Okay. The first part of it is actually an investigator just talking, and then we get a response a few seconds later. Listen again, see if you can figure out what the response is saying. Class 3 is an EVP that sounds like a whisper or low audio recording that even when enhanced cannot be fully interpreted. Now, Class 3 EVP is when even after you enhance it, you can't really understand what's being said, but you can still hear that there's something there. This is an example of a Class 3 that I got.
Do you have anything to say to the people that live here? Now's your chance. Speaking to these devices, we'll pick it up.
Got nothing. In this clip, the investigator is asking if they have anything to say to the people that live here. And it takes a long time, but you finally get a response right before the second investigator says that they've got nothing. So listen again and see if you can pick it up right before that second investigator says something.
Do you have anything to say to the people that live here? Now's your chance. Speaking to these devices, we'll pick it up.
Got nothing. Class 4 is an EVP with random noises, such as tapping, banging, scratching, that has no known message but is nevertheless on the medium. A Class 4A, which has been heard by an investigator at the time. A Class 4B are random sounds under the same condition captured without a witness present. Class 4 EVPs are actually broken down into two, A and B. And the first one, Class 4A, is if someone actually hears something, a sound such as a knocking, a tapping, a scraping, or something like that, that the investigator on site actually hears. Class 4B is something that the investigator did not hear or witness, but was later caught on audio. This particular clip is a Class 4B. All right, well, can you turn that one flashlight back on for me? The one you just turned on, can you turn it on for me again? Now, in this particular clip, the investigator is asking whatever may be present to turn on a flashlight, and after the second time, the investigator says, hey, can you turn that back on? We get it's kind of a hard sound to describe, but it's almost like either metal rolling across a wooden desk or something along that effect. But listen closely, see if you can pick it up. All right, well, can you turn that one flashlight back on for me? The one you just turned on, can you turn it on for me again? That's an example of a Class 4 EVP. Class 5 is an EVP which is the catch-all category, including such anomalies as reverse recording, unknown language, and virtually anything else that does not fit into the other 4. Now, a Class 5 EVP is pretty much anything that does not fall into one of the previous 4 categories. It could be just about any sound recorded that you can't explain. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe below and keep in touch with us. We will be putting out more videos as we go. If you want more information about ASAP, please stop by asapinc.org. You can do everything from donate, join our cause, or even have us come out and check out your creepy, spooky house. Thanks for joining us.